my name is Jordan, I'm from Jordan, and you are watching The Jordan Show. Today we are watching the 5th episode of Season 1 from the Ricky Gervais show with the title Glass Houses. I'm really interested in what's gonna happen with Carl today. This guy is fucking magnificent. Are you guys ready for this? I am totally ready. Let's watch the 5th episode. Roll it!
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right? Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant. Hello. And the little round-headed buffoon that is Carl Pilkington.
All right. Oh my god, I love this. I love this so much.
We've got a little email straight away, Carl, from Nikki in Beverly Hills, California. She says, Carl, you rock. I hate it when Ricky and Steve ridicule you. I checked out your picture. Although your head is not normal, that's no reason to ridicule you. You look gimp, but I never judge a book by the cover.
Cheers.
Is that all you've got to say?
Well, it's only because I've got no hair, though, isn't it? That's why it gives that effect.
No, it's perfectly round your head. Perfectly spherical head. Your face is slightly too big for it. It almost goes over the sides. Perfectly round head. Pug little nose. Funny gimp eyes with no expression. Hangdog look. Like a little mouth, like a little lamprey, not formed, not human formed. The way your expression is like you've had a lobotomy. Your head goes weird at the back. It's got a little nod in it, like it's really strange, your face. And
I don't know, guys. I know it's really bad that they keep making fun of him this way, but it's fucking awesome. I love it so much. I don't know. Is it the show? Is it the show, or they actually did it randomly and it came out like this? Like, did he actually agree on being ridiculed like that or not? Because if he did, that would be fucking brilliant. If he didn't, that would be fucking awesome. I know it's really evil, but come on. This is funny as fuck.
And you're stupid.
We've had a lot of emails saying that. I mean, I think he's just paraphrasing, but... talking of emails, you know, a couple of... I can't remember which show it was, but you mentioned, Carl, that you'd only recently seen a Chinese homeless person. Oh, yeah. And it really surprised you because you'd never seen a Chinese homeless person.
And I actually went along with that. I've still never seen a Chinese homeless person.
Well, now, I can just tell you now that there's a few responses from Los Angeles, people saying there are quite a lot of Chinese homeless people over there because apparently there's a huge homeless community in Los Angeles. So definitely if you want to see them, Carl, that's the place to go. But we've had one from Vancouver, Canada, from a girl called Amy, and Amy herself is Chinese, and she says that she realised herself that she'd never really seen a Chinese homeless person, and although she says that apparently Vancouver has the first or second largest Chinese population in Canada, she'd never seen them, and she actually went for a walk around the Chinatown in her area looking for them, and she could not find any on that particular day. So again, Canada obviously not a place to go for a Chinese homeless.
It was just a point, though. I don't want people sort of...
Well, hold on, though. Wait, I'll stop you there. Hello, Ricky, Steve and Carl. I live in New York City and have seen a Chinese homeless person. Not only is he Chinese, but he is also a midget. He's been living on the streets for the last 30 years. He used to dress in rags, but thanks to a coat drive, he's now wearing a fancy Adidas jacket, right? Now he encloses a picture. He says he gave him $10 to take the picture. And I've seen it, and he's a little Chinese midget fella.
I'm just getting a bit worried that people are going out there sort of looking for these. because they, you know.
Well, that's what you
anything could-
requested.
No. But all I was saying is, I saw one. I didn't start saying, "Excuse me, can you just give us a smile? I'm taking your picture." Do you know
Well, we've
what I
had
mean?
loads of pictures of people.
I know, and it worries me a little bit. And I mean, it's not too bad about the one who took one of a little midget one, because you know, if he kicked off, it'd be quite easy to sort of hold him back. I'm talking about fully grown.
So is that your warning to people? Don't be taking pictures of fully grown Chinese homeless.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, you know, don't be messing about going up to strangers and that and annoying them and stuff, right? Maybe.
Well, I think that's
That's very nice of Carl to think about. This is very thoughtful, you know. He's telling people, don't go around and look for, you know, like Chinese homeless people. What's wrong with you, motherfuckers?
rule of thumb, don't annoy them. But I mean, but that is a hell of a sighting, isn't it? We asked for a Chinese homeless, and they gave us a Chinese midget homeless.
Many of the listeners are aware, Carl, that you're sort of fascinated by smaller people.
Well, he's fascinated by difference, I think.
Yes.
I don't think he's having a go at people. You're not
Never having a go.
when you sort of stare at someone because they don't look like you, and let's face it, most people don't look like you. You're not having a go, are you?
Well, it's like I say, the first time I saw Steve, I was never having a go. It was just, oh, that's different. but you know, like you know, Steve, I was never having a go. It's just that thing of, oh, right, interesting.
What do you mean?
All right. All right. Interesting. I'm gonna try and say it like he does. Oh, all right. Yeah, interesting.
No, just you know, I've said before about I've got used to it, and
Steve,
it's the
got
same.
used to it. What
I don't know. Well, you know my feeling with this. I don't really know where he's coming
but
from.
Steve knows I'm not having a go either.
Yeah.
Carl used to carry around a book that was called the top 50 freaks of all time.
Well, it's interesting you should mention that because we actually had an email from Richie who says that he's been a fan of ours for many years and he's listened to lots of the radio shows we've done in the past and things. And he says of all the people you've discussed, Carl, in the past, including some of the people from your you know, odd magazines, who would you most like to spend the day with of all those people that you've encountered?
Favourite of all.
Well, certainly who you would want to spend time with, who you feel would be the most fascinating, the most interesting. You know, I mean, let's just recap on
Well,
some
there's
of
Pillow Man, the bloke with no arms, no legs that can roll a cigarette with his mouth.
Yeah.
No, not impressed with him.
That's not sufficient.
What about the three-legged juggler?
So hang on, let's just recap. This was a man with 3 legs?
3 legs, right?
Right.
And it said his job, he became a juggler.
Okay.
Not using the gift that he'd been given.
What you suggest?
Anything, running. Just
Oh my god, these say, like, you know, you have 3 legs, why don't you fucking use them? And you became a juggler using your hand, what's wrong with you?
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What else
what are
was
the
there?
others? What are the other ones?
There was a picture of a gentleman you were fascinated by him. He used to play the piano.
Oh, he's got a tiny head, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's that. That's the one who he sort of ages fast.
Right.
So like every other week he's having a birthday and stuff. And yeah, that was weird.
He's not having a birthday every other week. His body's just aged, so it, as the appearance, his biology is sort of like he's 70, but he's only like 15. He doesn't. They don't have a birthday every week. You idiot.
But yeah, I don't know about knocking about with one at a long time though. That's
Only for a day.
I suppose it depends what I'm up to. Because if we're going out and about, the Pillow Man would just be a bit of a drag.
Whereas if you're going for a walk across, the 3-legged guy, ideal.
So yeah.
Lots and lots of people emailing just with questions for Carl. Just a couple of quick ones for you, Carl. Wendy says, if Carl had to eat the same dinner every day for the rest of his life, what would he eat?
You see, it depends, doesn't it? I mainly eat just so I keep going. I'm not that bothered about because I don't really taste it anyway. I just shove it down.
What are you like?
This is fucking awesome.
I mean, to be honest, it annoys me the way people worry about food now and how there's so much to choose from. I think it's got out of hand. I'll watch
Any form of choice really worries you, doesn't it?
No,
you
it's
don't
just-
like choice.
No, choice is good, but not too much. It's like with anything now. If you go into a toffee shop, there's like loads of
Sorry?
different.
Where are you going to find a toffee
So
shop?
you're in a fairy tale.
You're in a Dickens tale in the 19th century.
You're in Shrek.
And you go into a toffee shop.
What's your point? You go into a toffee shop.
What I'm saying, you go into a shop full of toffees.
You've just come from the candlestick maker.
Right? You go in there, and there's just too much choice. It's like what, and I can stand there up to like 4 minutes, sort of going
Up to 4 minutes.
So specific. He's in a toffee shop in a top hat.
Well, he's only got 4 minutes. He's only...
Oh my god. Seriously, 4 minutes is too specific, you know, like he's going to a toffee shop for just like 4 minutes. That's
Not
it.
4 minutes because you got to get down to the pea green boat.
no,
Good
but
morrow.
well, forget the toffees.
Could I have some of your finest Oxfordshire toffees?
So you'd prefer it was just one selection of toffee? That's all they've got.
Well, maybe two. What I'm saying is, right, there's now too much choice. Whenever you get a menu in a restaurant, it's not like you don't just go, oh, right, what is there? Yeah, I'll have that. There's too much. It's like a book.
By the way, when it comes to sales in general, this is like a very professional tip from a sales guy. If there's a lot of choices, it's harder to sell. Okay? So couple of choices, 3 choices, that's really good. But if you have like 16, people keep watching, like, looking at the toffees and see, nobody will fucking buy anything after all. But if you have like 2 to 3 choices, it's better. He knows what he's talking about. Carl is saying, like, it's gold. What he's saying is gold right now.
Look at it all. And then you've got to that point now that people are even taking a risk when they're eating.
What do you mean?
In Japan or China or something, they're eating that fish that if it's not cooked right, it can kill you. Right? Not worth the risk. And there's so many other fish.
Yeah, I agree. Why
have mackerel, have a bit of cod or whatever. As soon as there's a risk, take it off. Take it off the menu.
Agree. I totally agree.
Not worth it.
We've got a fish that might or might not kill you. Or, is there anything that definitely won't kill you? Yeah, but a chicken won't kill you.
I'll play chicken. I love that.
I love that. I love the chicken.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway, we were talking about sayings and that. Right? Stitching time saves 9. Don't. I'm never going to use that. I don't think anyway. Okay. Suzanne.
You're never going to understand it fully, are you?
Suzanne repairs me stuff anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But what about the one? In greenhouses and that?
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
I'm intrigued to know if he's fully got to grips with this. Just give us your explanation again of what you'd take that to mean.
Well, just don't be chucking stuff about. Really?
So, well, if that was it, they just say that.
No, but that saying's been around a lot longer than we think. That's when people probably did live in basic glass houses and stuff.
No.
Nobody lived in glass houses. Nobody lived in glass houses. What the fuck?
What they mean now?
Nobody's ever lived in a glass house.
So cavemen went from rock to a nice crystal structure today. What are you talking about? When did people live in glass houses?
What they mean now, when that saying's used now, they mean sort of, plasma tellies, ornaments.
No, they don't.
They're saying don't chuck stuff about because you'll break it.
No, it's not about damaging your own property.
They don't mean you're inside the glass house throwing rocks inside your own glass house.
It's a metaphor. Carl, what is an analogy?
It's sort of like a little story told quickly. Isn't it?
It's a little story told quickly. To what end?
Well, it depends what the story is. You see, I just prefer sort of, what you say is what you mean. So people who live in a glass house have to answer the door.
I don't know what that...
Oh my god, what the fuck is he talking about? You know the saying, like, if you have a glass house, don't really talk about other people because, it's like when you are full of, like, faults and, like, and you keep talking about other people, like, people tell you, hey, don't talk about other people when you have a glass house. That means, they can fucking tear you down with just one insult. It's like that, but he doesn't really understand what's going on.
What that means. I don't know what that means. I mean,
because
you may be a genius because I don't get that. people who live in glass houses have to answer the door.
Okay, let's hear his explanation.
Because the people knocking at the door will be able to see you because it's a glass house.
But you have to add a number of other things, other caveats. Surely, if you live
That's fucking brilliant, though.
in a glass house, don't walk around naked. If you live in it.
These are literals.
But just the idea that in your head there should be sayings for people who live in glass houses. Who is it that's living in a glass house?
Well, I'm not talking about them. It's just that if everyone else is bringing up about these people who are living in glass houses, let's get to the real problems they've got.
He still hasn't got to grips with the idea of the metaphor or the simile.
Well, here's another saying, right, that I learnt recently from a mate, right? Oh, there's an elephant in the room.
Okay, I haven't heard that one, but explain it to me.
It's like how, whenever we go out for something to eat or a drink or something, it's normally after about 5 minutes, the sort of topic gets onto the shape of my head.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it's interesting how, like, I'm the elephant in the room, right? Nobody's talking about it. You mention it once, suddenly it's the talk of the town. is what I mean.
Oh my god.
Everybody starts joining in, going, well, yeah, it's round, but it does suit you. And these are people who I don't even know sometimes, and they're all dipping in. And that is an elephant in the room.
So you don't want people to discuss the shape of your head or the lack of hair. You would feel better. You would feel happier that they didn't mention that.
Sometimes I think it's better that it's out there. It's made me a stronger person, though. It's the same way, we were talking about religion and that.
Oh, this is so sweet, though.
Samson Delilah,
Yeah.
he got weaker without hair, whereas with me, I think it's made me stronger.
Would you ever wear a wig?
Not really.
What was a long wig like Samson?
Well, the only time I wanted a wig was when I did jury duty once, right? And it was annoying that I was sat on the jury right in front of, like, these criminals, right? Everybody else has got disguises. The judges have them wigs on, right?
That's not disguise.
Oh my god. He thought it's disguises. I really don't understand why they wear the wigs, though, because this is just bullshit. But it's England. I don't know. They still wear the wigs, though. That was fucking weird. I think I read a story like few weeks ago in some African country. The judge spent so much money buying wigs for the judges. That was really weird.
It is a disguise. That's a disguise. That's why judges wear them, right? So
No! Well, then why did they print their name in the paper and have a picture? What do you mean it's a disguise?
it's a disguise, isn't it?
No, if it was a disguise, they'd go in with one of those glasses with a nose and the beard attached. If it was a disguise, all judges would look like Groucho Marx if it was a disguise.
Well, I'm just saying that's what annoyed me when I was sat there on the front row, right? I couldn't have been any closer to the criminals, right? I was sat there and I thought, why didn't I just pop a little wig on or a pair of glasses?
I'd love to have seen you in the front row at Crown Court.
No,
I'd
because
love to see it because in this country you're not allowed to show pictures of jurors. You can't take photos in a courtroom, so there's always these sketch artists that draw drawings, and it's on the news. The idea that we'd have seen 11 people and a sort of Krusty the Clown figure would have been amazing.
Yeah, I would love to see the artist do an interview because it would be like complicated people. Oh, yeah, he looks characterful, and then just a little round
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown sitting on the end.
Carl, you said that your New Year's resolution was that you were going to learn something every day.
yeah,
Have you learned anything today?
if I can. Today, like, I don't know the full facts of it, but
Could I just say that when someone says they learn something new every day, that doesn't count if they forget it the next day.
Okay.
no, but,
Because that would be Groundhog Day learning.
well, the thing I learnt today was about an octopus.
Oh,
Go on.
What they can do is, they've got 8 legs and that.
Yeah.
They
Tentacles.
can use 6 of them legs to cover their head so they look like a little stone, and use the other 2 to run off. Right? But that's,
He's thinking of Squidly, didn't
Yeah, it's a Disney image in his head. They're pink.
but anyway, that's
So
that's
it's
not the
Pink
main
singing
thing.
a song in your mind and running off, yeah.
No, but anyway, but something else I learnt, right? It's mainly about animals and that, because that's
Yeah.
normally quite interesting.
Yeah.
There's a chicken somewhere,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Specific.
and the owner of it was getting fed up because, he had to feed it and that, but it wasn't.
Embellishment.
it wasn't-
Guesswork.
No, come on, let's hear it.
It wasn't giving anything back.
No eggs.
No eggs, right? So he was like, "Oh, I'm sick of this." Anyway, someone told him,
I'm sick
pop
of
a
this.
little axe next to its little house, right? So when it comes out in the morning, thinking, "Oh, I'll have another lazy day doing nothing," right? He saw this axe, and suddenly it was like, "Oh, right."
I'm
Next
for the
day,
chocolate thought, yeah.
it laid about 6 eggs.
Rubbish.
So he worried.
It's rubbish.
There is no way this is right. There's no way this is truth.
The chicken wouldn't recognise an axe as a threat. It wouldn't be able to reason that I better start working or I'll be meat. I better start. It's absolute rubbish. Once again, it's this ridiculous thing you got that one personifying animals to reasoning powers better than yours. I mean, I think you make chickens and monkeys cleverer than you in your stories, which is weird. It didn't happen and wouldn't work. Next.
It didn't happen and wouldn't work. Next! Oh my god.
What else haven't you learnt today?
Do you think then that it's worth looking after animals then if there isn't any memory? If they don't know what's happening anyway, you're always going on about don't be cruel to things.
Why would you ever want to be cruel to an animal, whether it can reason or not?
No. I mean, I don't mean really cruel, but I mean like there's an advert on that's on in the in Britain, advertising some supermarket, right? And it's saying, we look at before we kill our chickens and what have you. They have a great life. This is like the voiceover, and you see Happy Chicken, and it's going. We give it a good little house to live in. It's got straw.
Yeah.
It eats good.
Yeah.
And then we kill it. Right?
Yes, but that's better, isn't it?
Well, no, I don't think it is though, is it? Because at the end of the day, if I was that chicken, right, I'm that chicken.
Just the thought of Carl being a chicken.
Loving my life. I can't believe me luck. Right? It's got its nice little field that it's working on.
Yeah.
It's got its nice food and everything. But it's going to die.
Yeah, we're all going to die.
But then, if you were like a rubbish chicken, that would like a rubbish life. You'd be going, "Oh, kill me."
Carl, they're not thinking.
Oh my god! This is fucking awesome. So, he's saying, this chicken is enjoying its life and everything is cool. And, she wants to be alive. And the other chicken, she's having the worst life ever imagined. And she was like, "Hey, please kill me." So,
What's going to happen tomorrow?
They don't know that they're going to get for the chop, are they?
A chicken's not going, "I'm fed up with this. I can't wait for that axe to be used on my neck."
Yeah. Well, that's another. Now you've mentioned the cutting off of an head, right?
Yeah.
On the chicken. That's something else I've learned, right?
It's like a pinball is mine, isn't it? Ding dong, boom, dang, ding, ding, da, da. Oh, head, ding, ding, chicken, head off, bing, dong.
No, right, but this was in a proper science magazine as well. Right?
Yeah.
So you can't have a go. This wasn't something on the internet. This was printed in a
So?
magazine.
You read it.
Okay, and what was it?
And here comes the filter. It's going to come out nonsense.
Right, well-
You could have Professor Stephen Hawking sitting there whispering stuff in your ear, and it could all be true. But when you said it, gobbledygook.
Let's see, right? What they've done another experiment, right?
Yeah.
They've cut somebody's head off, right? And they've worked out that when the head comes off the body, it stays alive and that
No.
for 30 seconds.
Well, no, they don't know that. They can never know that.
No, they did it. They did this
No.
experiment.
What's alive?
The
What's
head.
alive? There's loads of issues here. One, no one's experimenting with human beings cutting their head off, Carl.
Well,
Two, no.
So you read this in what? Executioner's Monthly?
No.
Executioner's Monthly.
Two, Carl, it's what your definition of alive is, because you can be alive and have no conscience.
No, but this is where it gets weird, right?
Yeah,
I haven't told you that.
this is where it gets you talking about it.
So the head's off, right? And what they did was they chucked a load of questions at it.
Oh my god. So the head's off and they're questioning them.
Oh, all sanctioned by the government.
Yeah, this is all fine.
So the head lands perfectly on the neck and goes, what do you want to know?
And it said,
So they're asking questions, and it's going, do you know what? To be quite honest, I don't answer your question. I'm a little bit annoyed about the execution still.
well, that was the interesting thing. He said it's about.
No, it's not. It didn't happen, Carl.
me hear it.
Oh, don't talk
Let me
shit.
hear it.
What are you talking about? These people around in white coats going, quick, ask it a question. It's bleeding.
Right, so they said for about 25 to 30 seconds. The last 5 seconds, it is sort of like can't be bothered answering them.
Right.
Oh my god! I don't know what's going on.
For that.
Sort of like can't be bothered. Said for about 25 to 30 seconds. The last 5 seconds, it is sort of like can't be bothered answering them.
Right, but prior to that,
Apart from that, they were chucking stuff. I don't think it spoke. I don't think it was like 2 and 2, 4 and stuff. It was more. It was to do with blinking.
so blink once if you say yes, blink twice.
So I told it, said, listen, when you die, you're probably not going to be able to talk because your jaw's going to be on the ground. You're not going to be able to open your mouth. If you do, you'll fall over backwards and hit your head. Now listen, blink 1 for yes and 2 for no. Yeah, all right, yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it's nice and sharp. Yeah,
Promise?
You're
Do you
talking
promise?
shit again.
You promise to do it? Yes. All
Yeah,
right.
well, yeah. The thing is, they wouldn't be able to do it with you because if they cut your head off, it would just roll. It would roll away because it's perfectly square. Oh no, there's
Plus,
no.
it takes about 20 seconds whenever you ask Carl anything for the question to process and for him to start to formulate an answer.
Oh fucking hell! What's
Carl,
going?
it's what we've all been waiting for.
Whoa!
Oh,
Chimpanzee!
monkey
Fucking news!
Right, well, this one sent in from Sam in New York, right? And it's about a fire that happened, right? In a really, do you know, like in New York, they have loads of big buildings, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, really, really tall ones and stuff.
Skyscrapers.
Yeah. And there was a fire in one of them, right? So they did as expected. They called up, fire brigade and that. They turned up, right? Fire engine parked up. It's like, right, where's the fire? And they said, oh, it's on like floor 100 or whatever. And they said, oh no, we've brought the fire engine with the short ladders.
Stupid mistake, but go on.
Right. So anyway, so they said, well, how are we going to get up there?
Yeah.
We can't.
But if they've only brought the short ladders.
No, we can't. Let's go home. Okay, that was monkey news.
So they said, well, there's a lot of like grippage.
Grippage.
They made up words. The fireman, the NYPD fireman.
There's a lot of grippage.
On the side of the building and stuff. So anyway, they said, why don't we just go and get a monkey, right?
Imagine that conversation actually happening. There's a lot of things you can grab on, grippage. Why don't we just get a monkey, huh? Well, alright.
They got a monkey.
Oh, that's a bit of a jump.
Exactly. Oh my god, I can't.
Policy now in New York.
So they got on the side of the building and stuff. So anyway, they said, why don't we just go and get a monkey, right? So they got a monkey.
Oh, that's a bit of a jump.
Is
They
that
just-
policy now in the New York Fire Department?
Well, you've got to think quick, haven't you? At the end of the day, if people are up there, you don't start querying if it works or not. You try everything that you can to help someone out, right?
That's the first thing I thought of, was it?
So it's quicker for them to go and get a monkey than to go back and get the long ladders.
Why don't they get
Okay, fair enough.
Why don't they get Spider-Man?
Yeah, cool Spider-Man.
Yeah, cool Spider-Man.
So anyway, so they got a monkey down there, and they said, right,
Where
well,
they get it from?
We don't know, from the local zoo or something.
Oh, yeah.
So they said, look, let's we've got to remember there could be someone up there,
Right.
and it'll shock them a bit if a monkey comes in, right?
Yeah.
So they said,
Yeah, I don't think they'd care.
get it.
If their building's on fire, they're not going to go, oh, it's weird, there's a monkey. They'll be screaming, save me! Oh, there's a monkey. Oh,
So
where are you
anyway,
from then?
so they said, right, we'll just get it a little small uniform and that, the smallest you've got.
But, whoa, hold on though. Actually, where are you going to get that? I'm going back to the station. We'll get the long ladders while you're there.
No time.
No time. No, I bought the small uniform. I just didn't put the long ladders. You're an idiot.
So anyway, it goes up there. It's got all the kit on and what. It's got its little adder on and all that. It grabs. There was like a little person up there. Manages to grab that.
Not
give it a
midget.
little.
Who was up there then?
It was just
someone that was just the right size for a monkey to be able to rescue, which is handy. Because if it'd been anyone else, like a larger person or a family, we'd all be screwed.
No, I don't know about the size of it, but it's just the story saying how like it was quite a big monkey, and that it was good at breaking down doors.
Oh yeah.
It was good at climbing into small spaces and stuff like that. Anyway,
but so it's big enough to carry a fully grown man, but small enough to climb through a cat flap.
Yeah,
which is handy.
So anyway, it managed to, you know,
Did it
get
have
the
the boots
person
on as well?
It got the person and everything, and now it says it, you know, it's sort of it's on call if they ever need it again.
If they ever get anywhere again and they forgot the wrong notice, but there's plenty of grippage, they just call for Coco.
So that's this week's monkey news.
Bollocks. Oh my god, that was fucking brilliant. That was fucking brilliant. That was fucking brilliant, guys. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is actually happening. Oh my god, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button, and tell me in the comments down below that you did subscribe, because like after 10 new subscribers from this video, I am going to post the next episode of the show. Alright? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace the fuck out.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to get all new videos. Have a beautiful day. If you don't subscribe, you'll never find a girlfriend.
That's my best friend.